in. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
Howie, we'll see how they adjust. The Sun Devils kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. From deep, it's Put. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Quick give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it back to him. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Making his first move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Fires left. And his throw is incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback signaling to his guy. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's dropped after taking the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, gonna throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. On the run, it's Mack. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Hood. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. First play of this drive. Out of the backfield, he's open. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Barres. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got his man in the middle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Has the 6. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. The give to the left. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Using his feet. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
What a disappointment. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The handoff. He's past the sticks. Still running at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's up to 86 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to establish the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 9 team. The Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Hurricanes, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Second down to the air. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He's looking to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. And this one is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, it's Mack. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Handoff for Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he gets it away.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Out wide right, it's Robinson. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Hands it off. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Snagged in the middle, it's Perez. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Wants to throw one first. Left side is Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
Give to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to as little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Just feeds the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Time to take a shot. Makes a grab for a big play. He's running free down the middle. To the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Arizona State, 17.
Fielded in the end zone, it's good. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Timeout on the field, 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Keeps it on the ground.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Picked up 2 yards on that last down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
They'll go for it on 4th down. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
And the quarterback takes a knee.